What's up, mechanics? Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another episode of Tool Tuesday here at the VIM Tools headquarters with the local USA tool truck. He stopped by to warranty out a piece.
Yeah.
He needed something. We're here to provide. And we thought, while he's here, why don't we do a walkthrough of the truck? He has a ton of VIM stuff on here.
And that's really the thing. A lot of you guys have asked us, where can we buy this VIM stuff? Where is it available? I see it online, but where? Tool trucks all over the country have access to our products, whether they're independent, behind a brand, or with a flagship. They all have access to it. And I want to show you what a well-stocked VIM tool truck looks like.
Yeah, so let's go meet Sean. Sean Fishbeck.
Hi, guys.
What's going on, Sean?
Well, if it isn't two of my most favorite customers, how we doing today?
Brother? How you doing?
Christian, come get this right here. So you got to be weary when you get on this tool truck. It has now become consensual, whether you like it or not.
Oh, you like it. We guarantee. We pride ourselves on satisfaction.
There we go, brother.
How we doing today?
Very good. Very good.
So we were saying how much VIM stuff you got on the truck, and it seems like you dedicated this whole toolbox.
Pretty close to...
And I want to know, did you do that because you knew you were coming over here?
No, I've had this drawer like this, box like this for a while now. We have not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5, 6, 7 drawers full of VIM in this toolbox.
Yeah, Christian, look at this.
So, oh my, look at that. Look at that. So your guys love VIM.
Our customers love VIM. Our customers love VIM.
That is good to hear, man. Because wow, you stocked up. I mean, either they love VIM or you're terrible at your job. Because you got a lot of the inventory.
Well,
but wait, there's more.
Oh wow! Look at that. What is that kit in a little bubble wrap?
Well,
like that.
you know what? How about we take it out of the bubble wrap? That way we can see what it is. This is a little Nano bit set that we have here.
There you go. Because I want to show, obviously I know what it is, but I want to show the people
This is
how knowledgeable a dealer
low
that can do
profile
our stuff.
Nano bit set. Good for getting, say you need to do actuator doors up in the dash. You can barely get your hand in there, much less a tool. So you've got this little doohickey here, if you will. Love my French. You need to get distance, you've got an extension. Put that on there, and you can get in there. A little micro ratchet for you right there.
Just gotta grab that with your whole hand, yeah.
You need to put a little more leverage on something with a little bit of low profile. Put your pin in there. Can you get any more low profile than that?
Do you have any
No,
other bits on the truck?
I don't think so at
if
all.
your pinky fits,
Do
so does this.
you have any other standard 1/4-inch bits on the truck you can compare?
That size, as a matter of fact, I do.
Any
Let's
brand,
see,
doesn't
let's
matter. I just want to
see.
show a regular 1/4-inch
Let's
bit.
try this piece right here and see if what we have for short sockets in here.
What do you got?
No, I don't have
Those
any,
are all
doesn't look like
fine.
there's any short
Let's
ones
see,
in there.
What bit you got? I know you got bits in this truck somewhere.
We have them somewhere. We have all
Bits,
kinds
bits,
of stuff.
bits,
It's just a
bits,
matter
bits.
of finding where everything's
Bits,
hidden.
bits.
VIM bits only.
Yeah, we have VIM bits only, right?
Those are drivers. Those won't be bits.
Sure
Those
will.
won't be.
Well, let's
There you go.
Come here, let's look at
can we
this.
find some in
There's
there?
a
There we
standard
go.
length bit kit.
Let me see the half cut. Give me a T30.
Why not make it a
T30.
T30? Most popular one.
So here's a regular length bit, about 1 inch in overall length. And then here you have a VIM bit, about 5/8 in overall length. So it's literally half the size.
If you've ever worked on anything ever, you know that difference
Made from S2.
tiny. That
So-
Size does matter.
Exactly. There you go.
I'll
There
show
you
you.
go.
No, we hate to admit it, but size does matter.
Size does
Show you.
matter.
So on the half cut, you get it actually adds. First of all, this ratchet adds no height to the bit's profile because it sits flush with the back of the head. But you see how much room you have. Now let's compare that to this. I'm kidding. It's a big difference. Half cut bits make a big difference. We're the only ones that do it. That's
See,
a
here at
VMC
VIM,
42.
We get it. We get it that in the world of mechanics, shorter can be better as long as it is better.
There's
Oh,
an
yeah.
application for everything.
There you go.
Size
And there
It's
was
matters.
about how
size
you
does
use it in a
matter.
bit ratchet to not increase the profile.
It's
is what I mean
funny,
by that,
if-
obviously.
Ask anybody outside of tool industry, you say size matters, everyone thinks bigger. In our business, it's smaller that matters.
I'm gonna cut that. That's gonna be something I use for other things. On his birthday, I'm gonna put that on the screen.
Yeah.
We
Oh, look,
didn't
you got
open
the
the store
oh,
earlier.
you got
Open
the
the
spinner
store.
handle. Did you notice that these have a spinner handle?
I
on?
did eventually.
Yeah.
Not
So
right off the bat, but it took me a minute, but I didn't realize it.
yeah, so that extension goes through the head. It becomes a T handle, and that's been out for quite some time. But we added a spinner sleeve to the handle, that black portion. So now you actually have a speed handle, just like you would here.
Because this is what we used to have. This is what VIM used to have, right? We
The
had them in
mammoth.
quarter, 3/8, and half. And now what we've done is we've made them a little bit different. This is just a small difference you can make to a tool to make it that much more useful. You still have the same concept, except now it has a Wobble Plus square drive on the T handle, so you can actually make things in L. And how we made that easier is that it also comes with a bit, by the way. But how we made that easier is this slides down, and now you actually have a handle that you can use to turn it. This goes back up. The bottom has the same Wobble Plus square drive that the old version didn't, and then you also have the bit here, or the bit holder that you can use for all 5/16 bits on the 3/8 and then quarter on the quarter. And as I said, Wobble Plus, which means wobble or fixed. You have quarter and 3/8, and obviously he has stock, so they're moving.
Yeah, what else you got in here? I think I saw some triple square.
Triple squares.
You got a lot of Euro shops.
Do a lot of Volkswagen, Mercedes, and BMWs with them.
Fun fact, we
Little
have
mini.
some of the largest selection of triple squares out of any other brand I've seen. We have universal joints, half-cut bits, full-length bits, one-piece drivers, two-piece drivers.
Which, honestly, that's why most VW guys know about VIM tools, because of all of our triple squares. So if you are a VW guy or a dealer who sells to VW guys, you better have some of this stuff.
We even have tamper-proof triple square,
We got it all.
which you don't see a lot.
I saw those spark plug sockets. How do those do for you?
They do up and down, honestly. Some days they do real well, and then I'll get a dry spell, and then they'll come back again and do real well again.
So what are they?
What a lot of them like is this
Yeah.
replaceable bit. That's not for some folks like the magnetic, and some folks like the old school. With the old school with the the rubber stopper to grab it. These are replaceable.
But in your game, I guess the name of the game is having options. And
Having
I guess you have
options,
both right
exactly.
there. You have magnetic and rubber insert, so you have both covered.
We're gonna have
Yes,
we're gonna have a third option pretty soon.
We will.
Oh my, what might that be?
Not magnetic and not rubber.
Plastic.
Nope.
Thank God.
Retention clips.
Oh,
It's going to have an internal mechanism to retain the actual spark plug itself, as opposed to a magnet or a rubber insert.
even better. Absolutely, because then that'll be something that's.
Well,
a lot of
because-
guys
so-
that tend to push the magnets down.
And not only that, and I'm not sure if you knew this, but if the engine is still hot and you stick that down in there to remove a spark plug, that can actually slowly over time demagnetize the magnet.
Oh, is that right?
yeah.
Okay.
So that we saw that complaint over years because that's been out for a very long time.
Right.
And people hate this because that always falls out.
Comes out exactly.
So you need a third
Over
option.
time, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. They
I mean,
just loosen up and get greasy and oily.
Fun fact, wait until the engine cools down
Well,
before you start
that-
working on this shit.
I would say do that regardless because it makes it a little easier to handle
Yeah.
stuff.
Pro tip.
I don't like burning my hands if I can help it, but
Is there is.
Show us what
What
you
else?
got
Is
up
this
there.
okay, do you have any other do you have mountain wrenches on here by chance?
yes.
Do you have
Can I
any?
see- can I- give me some?
You got, what other
Absolutely.
long wrench do you got? Show us the other long wrench you
Yeah.
got.
Dude's hiding them in the bottom drawer.
There's our mountains. These are some very similar mountains, and then we also have.
Do you have anything open? I don't want to open something.
We can open those.
But
I can.
yeah, you said you can. So you got a couple of options. You have,
Those are your gear
yeah,
wrench.
you have, again, options are the name of the game. You got options.
Okay, that's gear wrench.
That bad boy.
Sheesh. Okay, so how many have you sold a lot of these?
Honestly,
I'm
yes,
assuming yes, they've
they've
been
done very
popular.
well over the years. They
Okay,
really
good.
have.
Do
Very
you
good.
not have a lot of people
There's
complain about
been
this,
a lot of
this switch right here?
iterations of them as far as different manufacturers, but the same style and everything. They've been quite popular.
Okay. Now,
Fun fact, y'all gotta be careful with this switch because you're in a really tight spot. That switch is really easy to accidentally press, and you can
I didn't
damage
know
the teeth when
now
you're ratcheting.
you have these guys, and I guess you could say the main difference, obviously, other than it being Vim versus someone else, is that, well, I don't see a deep on this end. Yeah, I don't see a deep on this one. I see the deep on that one.
Deep, yes.
All right, they're both. You got a spline versus a 12-point. That's what I'm seeing here. They're both flex head, but this is indexing flex head. This is free flex.
Free flex.
What have you seen as a preference between indexing and free flex?
The indexing is they can actually tell where they're at.
And it holds a little bit,
And
right?
it's kind of like a locking without being a locking.
Okay,
like
so
that.
indexing is the preference that you've seen.
Depending on how much pressure you're putting on them, correct.
So we did good on that. I mean, they're about the same length, so it's not a problem with actual length.
Well,
but I noticed that you have 13, 15 on this, and you have 13 and 13 on this. So I'm assuming that'll incentivize people to use this to break things loose?
Correct. Well, you like to think so. Yes.
You like to think so. Well, obviously, a lot of you might not do that, but you do have the option to use your tool correctly in this instance, which leads to what he can attest to it. Does that mean you get a lower defective rate when people use them?
More often than not, yes. If you use it, common sense tells you. If you use your tool properly, you're not going to break it as often. But there is always the occasion. Sometimes things go bad.
Gotcha. Now, honest question. I have not asked him this before. What is your defective light on the VIM products?
To be honest with you, I don't have a whole lot of VIM come back. Some of my more popular things with VIM that do come back.
And that's the name of the game. Obviously, more popular, the more it comes back.
A lot of times is your T30s and stuff like that.
The most popular used stuff. The normal
stuff.
Yeah, that's probably your most common. A lot of your wrenches, I have not had any come back on my wrenches yet.
Hear that? Did you hear that?
I've had a couple of comebacks on my ratchets.
Okay.
Not a lot.
Okay.
I've had a couple of those.
But you still stock
Other
them.
stuff, I really have not had a lot of them comebacks, to be honest with you.
Good. See, that is, I preach it, and I don't know how much people think I'm BSing them, but our defective rate as a company is below 2%.
He just opened up my socket drawer, and I have not. I think I've only replaced one VIM socket so far.
And how long have you been
due
selling
to damage? Well, I've been in the game for about 3 years now, and I've been carrying this since I've been on the truck, and I like it.
3
a
years, one socket.
So
It is not a lie.
Well, fun fact: these are 200% of the ANSI torque standard. When we are doing our testing,
I was told that by you guys originally, and I
Yeah.
do tell customers that. I said, listen, these guys will handle what an impact will handle. However, because of your nice finish, we cannot call them impact. And once they hear that, they're like, they'll handle the abuse? I said, yeah, try it. See if you break one for me. And I haven't had anybody break one deliberately.
Well, yeah, the chrome finish can always flake. That's why you use a black oxide finish.
For legal purposes, they're not impact rated.
They are not impact rated.
Black
correct.
oxide, it's not going to flake, but a chrome finish can. And so when you use it on impact, you can't call these impact because the flaking can fly off, and then it's in the air. But they won't crack. They'll handle the abuse.
The toughness is there just as much as an impact.
Yeah, we rarely see
strength
those
is what's
back.
important.
Look at these
They are
extensions.
strong.
You really have a nice array for a customer to come on here. This looks good. Like this looks
Oh,
like
look. Here's a spin handle. This is what I was talking about. See, so this is a true speed handle now. Plus ratchet with extension or an extra long handle
look at that.
with a locking flex head.
Wow.
It's pretty sick.
These are some of our extensions. You have
That's
such
a very
good
popular kit right there,
Which
too.
one?
That one that he was
This?
just playing with the
That is
speed
the
ratchet.
FRBB34.
When you got your
Your ball torques
ball
and
ball
your ball
heads.
hex. You have ball hex metric, ball hex standard, and ball torques all in one kit with that speed handle ratchets. That does
Look, here's
pretty well.
another triple square set. These are all one-piece drivers. Fun fact. I'm full of fun facts today.
we love fun facts.
The Impact 50. Have you ever seen that set? It's all, which I'm surprised you don't have it on here. It comes in a blow mold case. It's all drivers just like this, 50 pieces. If that's it, that's a
He does. He has a
old
demo, and
kit.
that's an old boy.
God,
This is
dang.
an older one, so yes,
Dang.
it may be missing a part or two.
I love it. I
But-
love it.
This is what you're referring to right there. Oh,
Wow.
my. Don't get too involved with it. It is a demo.
There you go.
you?
That's what I was gonna want. I was gonna ask you.
So-
This is a demo, correct?
Okay, hold on, wait a second. So these two pieces, this is Impact, this is a chrome finish. Those are made from the same material. This is Impact rated, this is not. Same material.
Now, I do want to stress that the fact that this kit is blue means that this kit is almost as old as me and him are.
Yeah.
These things hold up, and they sell well. That's why they're still part of the bread and butter of our product line. This is what VIM was known for, and they still are. A test
Yeah,
that
that's
has
crazy.
whatever the saying is through time.
It
This
stood the
was a
test of
customer
time.
drop. So, he wanted to drop test to see how they work.
We need to bring back the slogans, man. Look at this.
The strongest, hardest drivers available.
That's first of all, that's our S2 logo. The strongest, hardest drivers available. All right. Damn, that is crazy.
Show
That
them
case
those
is so
Noras.
full.
Show them those Noras because I see the extension sets. What an opportunity to show these off.
Do you have a transmission
Hey, do
extension?
you have a
on there?
transmission extension here?
Do what?
Transmission extension? Do you have a big 3/8 extension?
Yes, if you look up straight up above your head,
Ooh, perfect.
there's
Up
one right there, that
Grab one
Black
of
Sun
those.
X one.
Right
If
here,
you
Mike.
grab, there you go, right there, perfect. Just bring it out to your right.
I don't want to fuck anything up.
Oh.
All right.
So let's show this
From
off.
Nano to
Boom.
God dang.
Now, I'm going to go back. What's the longest wrench you have in here that would be, this is what, 19? What's the longest 19 millimeter you have in this truck right now?
Probably, honestly, going to be
The mountain wrench?
The mountain would be the longest I would have.
So, for those of you who do want the length, this is why you buy a Nora. Because
But-
you can do this with it.
Yeah, well, not only that, it can be any length you want. Look,
Oh, yeah. And
It
if
just-
you need a shorter one than this,
it just went from 4 feet to 7 inches.
the name of the game is versatility. And we got it.
Yeah. Or you can use it as a
I
palm rack.
got it on
He's
my
got
truck.
it. He's
Come
got it.
see me, and I'll take care of
There
you.
you, what area do you service?
I'm in Ocala. I service Ocala, Bellevue, up there in North Central Florida. I'm about an hour and a half north of where we are right now.
Okay. Anyone in that area, what would you like to tell them?
Come see me. I got 2 other of my constituents in the area, and we can take care of any of your tool needs.
How would they reach out to you if they need to reach out to you?
Give me a call, 352-999-3055.
Do you have Instagram or YouTube yourself?
Not yet, but I am working on that soon.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
cool.
you got his phone number. You can reach out if you're in the area. You can get all your things VIM through him. All of it. Tool trucks carry our stuff. I cannot stress that enough. The tool trucks are what we like supporting. That is where you should buy our stuff primarily because they can service you unlike most online markets.
Yeah. Now, there's one thing in the back over here that I want to talk about.
We can move those belts out of the way.
This is a mag rail display. I know everybody, we talk about mag rails. I don't know how many dealers watch our page, but for anybody who's not a dealer, customers or techs that are watching our page, you may see a display like this on the truck. This is where you go to get your mag rails. He's got a whole bunch of different colors on here. New color, purple. We also have pink now.
Pink is in there.
This is orange, but pink is in there.
It's in there.
But
Blue.
so it's a display for trucks to have mag rails front and center. This is a best-selling product for a lot of people. Wow, I was just playing with one of those. All right, we got more displays coming. Oh, speaking of displays,
Ooh. Bring your eyes over
yonder.
to that. Tell us about these guys. I want you to give the spiel, and I want to see how well they've done for you. You tell what you tell your customers when they walk in the truck and they see those colors. What do you do?
Well, first off, variety. They love the variety of colors. I got this probably about 4 months now ago, give or take a day or 3. The day I got them on the truck, I sold this entire set out. Every one of them gone.
Thank God. I thought you meant you
Really?
had that display for 4 months. I was like, maybe they're not as good as we thought.
I've sold this display out 3 times over so far.
So that's 36. That's over 100 pry bars.
Yes, correct. They long enough to get to what you need. A lot of times, if you will look at one of the most popularly asked for requested items on a tool truck. Hey, you got one of the pocket screwdrivers? Of course I do. But I don't like giving these away. I'd rather sell you this. One of the reasons I'll do that, as soon as you put this in your pocket, every pocket screwdriver is the same, whether it's got the magnet or not. You put this in your pocket, 3 or 4 times later, that pops off. Now you're going to lose your pocket screwdriver. You get the VIM one. You got a little bit of an angle on the end as compared to being just a screwdriver, so you can still use it as a screwdriver if you wanted to. Plus, with the angle, you can use it as a pry bar now. If this pops off, which
I mean, I
not
think it's
very
sturdy.
easy to
Yeah,
do.
I think it's sturdy for a reason.
I can get it off there, but that's not going to pop off when you put it in your shirt. Say you do pop it off, though, somehow, you can get it back on, and it'll still be usable.
And you can
Plus,
retighten it.
it's got a magnet on it. So
Pretty strong magnet.
it's
Let's
pretty-
see how strong it is. What do we got? What should we got something we can pick up and try to see?
let's try.
Let's see if it can hold. Is this flat? Yeah, this should be flat enough. I want to find something that is an accurate test I mean, that should be
Those
plenty.
are light, but
These are light. Let's see something a little bit heavier. What can we get?
grab
This
that
heavier? One of
19
these.
Nora.
I mean, yeah, this is pretty heavy. This is something that you wouldn't need to necessarily pick up out of an engine bay with a pry bar, but can it do it?
That one, yes.
Yeah, they're both gonna be able to do it.
Okay, okay.
There's something that I want to show you. Like, can I see the other one you have?
Yes, absolutely.
So, a common issue with magnets that stick out like this on the back of the pry bar, they are pocket pry bars. You keep them in your frocket. When you're bent over, let's say in an engine bay, or even if you're
Underneath the car.
anywhere, usually that magnet sticks out just enough to. That's aluminum. That magnet sticks out. That magnet sticks out just enough to
stick
grab
to
onto
things.
other things, and it pulls it out of your pocket.
And we do get a lot of customers will ask me for the non-magnetic just for that reason.
So this one is recessed into the back, so that's not going to happen. Also, in case you smack it with a hammer, the magnet's not going to break. Don't do that, by the way.
Please, it's not an impact.
But also,
Square shank.
so let's go over to the frocket cam. Square shank right here. A lot of times that catches the pocket. This is tapered, so it slips right in. Shoop. Easy
The
peasy.
good thing about that swivel clip too is that I'm not poking myself in the boob every time I'm putting it in there, because you can actually choose what angle you put this in your pocket at. Another thing, square shank. I know you'll notice most of them don't have square shanks, right? A lot of them have circular shanks.
That is correct.
Round shanks. This is a square shank that is built all the way through the handle. All the way through, so you won't have an issue with it. You can pry. You won't have an issue. But if you do, these are lifetime warranty. And the tool truck will take care of you. Boom.
Sean will take care of you.
I will take good care of you.
As long as you're in Ocala.
Or Bellevue.
There you go.
But we do have USA tool trucks all over the place. So give
You
me a
do?
call.
Yeah.
If you're anywhere else, I can get you hooked up with your local USA dealer.
Where you
We
say
are
tools?
service Orlando, Tampa, all the way up to Gainesville. We are just now starting to go into Gainesville also. So wherever you are, reach
But
out.
really, most of Florida.
Central Florida. A lot of
Central
Orlando,
Florida.
all the way over to the West Coast. Pretty close to the East. We're not all the way to the East Coast yet, but pretty close. Wherever you are, pretty much going to have someone in the Central Florida area that can help you out.
It's safe to say that all of those trucks have VIM on them.
All of those trucks have them on them.
All those trucks have VIM on them. And whatever you don't see on the truck, can they get it?
We can get it.
They can get
Anything.
it.
All you got to do is give them a part number, give them a description. Odds are they know what you're talking about. Or show them an Instagram video from
Oh,
Vim
really?
Tools, at Vim Tools on
How
Instagram.
often does that happen?
Once a day.
That's a lot.
That's,
Once
again,
a day,
guys,
actually.
if you
Hey,
have
I saw
something-
that on Vim. As a matter of fact, a couple we were talking earlier about the this pen here was a relatively new product also. Well, not relatively, it is new. This was introduced to me about a month ago. And I've got my hands on them now about 2 weeks ago. I've got 6 of them. I'm down to 1 left. And, not accounting this one, this is my display now. Put these in a painter's hands and tell them what it does, and they're amazed. As described to me, one use, and they've saved a paint job worth 500,000, or not thousand, but several
lot of
thousands
money.
of dollars. On a paint job. This $37 tool will save their paint by picking
first
the
job.
trash out on the first use.
Pretty much like 99% of the time when debris gets in wet paint, that results in a redo. You got to wet sand, you got to
yeah, I mean,
you gotta
if not
respray,
spot, at least yeah,
and that takes a lot of time, a lot of money.
more time and effort. Time
This
is
will
money.
this will save that. It is that surgical needle is so thin that the paint can actually refill the area once you pick something out of it.
One of the painters that I showed this to, he said, "Oh, I saw a YouTube video on that. I've been wondering about that." I said, "Well, no wonder, no more. Try it out." They
Look
took
at
it.
that.
So far, all the reviews, not a single negative one, and
Look
I
at
don't
that.
think I will get a negative one.
I don't think you will either. I think it's going to cause them so many less headaches that they're going to be coming back and asking you, what else do we have new?
If I get a negative one, I'll just smack them on the back of the head. No, I would
Other-
never. I would never do such a thing.
Other dealers that may be watching this, I want to show you this. So we're gonna have this pretty soon. This is called a dealer support kit. We're gonna have
DSK1.
DSK1 is a part number. We're gonna have a few different ones that range throughout different sets, but this has individual pieces of most popular sizes from different sets. So if I come in here, this is a T30 from our MMS 450. So biggest complaint that we hear here at VIM Tools is dealers will say it takes a while to get replacement parts from their warehouse, and that is an issue. So what we
And that is
decided
almost
to
like
do.
an industry-wide issue. Open stock replacements.
It's not just us. It's that a lot of times warehouses decide not to keep open stock on every single individual piece from every single set. So a lot of times, if he needs a piece, he's got to order it from his warehouse, and then orders it from us.
And
then,
to be honest, for
like,
him though, he is actually USA Tools in general are one of the better ones at keeping inventory on it. So you can almost guarantee that on a tool truck for USA Tools, you're gonna have a lot of open stock.
That is correct. We do very well at keeping stock in our warehouse.
Because they believe in us and they support us the same way we support them.
Now, talk to a flagship, other flagships. That's a common issue.
And it's not even on the dealer. It's harder for them to get the parts.
It is. It's a logistical thing. It's a financial thing. To keeping individual components for everything is tough for warehouses. So now we have kits for the dealers to keep individual pieces on their trucks of the most popular sizes from the most popular sets. And not only that, you could, if someone was hesitant to buy a set, you can give them just a single piece from that set, say a T30, and say, go use this for a week. Tell me how you like it. If it holds up and you really enjoy it, then come buy the set. So you can use this in a lot of different ways, and it comes in our storage case.
We've never been this close for this
Also, it's going to have a QR code on the top for the dealer. You can scan it, and it will tell you everything that's in there, a breakdown of what's included. And in the end, it will have labels on the top, so it'll say like 5 millimeters, 10 millimeter. It'll say
those are on the way, right?
They're almost here already, so we're going to have them very soon.
So for you dealers, look out for that. And if you're a customer or an end user or mechanic, you've been on a tool truck and has seen any issues with open stock, be like, hey, check that out. It's worth a look. It could help you gain more customers. It could help you service your customer better, because that is the name of the game in the tool truck industry, service. That is why they are still around and they won't be going anywhere.
How does this look so new? Because that's like 10 years old.
That is an old one.
I take care of my product on the
Holy
truck.
crap.
That is an old one. I like that. That's a 450 lumen pocket floodlight. I don't think we have those anymore.
That is it is one of the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah.
It really is.
I would be more surprised if you had the flashlight.
I honestly
right?
don't push it because I just want to keep it.
Yeah, keep it. Don't sell that.
For that,
That's a relic.
It's a collector's item now.
That is a relic. I noticed you got some socks up there. I
Oh,
see
look
merchandise
at
in the
this.
truck, and I see some socks. I have been telling you guys about these. Give us a spiel on the socks.
Well, let me tell you something. They keep my feet nice and warm during the winter. They keep my feet nice and cool during the summer. Hard to believe, but they're wool socks. Actually, no, they're not wool socks.
Bamboo.
They're bamboo socks.
There you go.
Pardon my French. Didn't used to, if you'll notice, these are not as high as your regular socks. Most of your socks are calf length. I can't show you the socks I'm wearing today because wife didn't get the laundry done fast enough, so I don't have my VIM socks on today. However, a lot of guys like their low profile shoes. They don't like wearing knee-high socks, so we finally have them the crew cut. Crew cut. Is that what they call the crew cut?
Those are low cut. These
Low
are the
cut.
crew socks.
Those are okay.
So
crew.
we have the long and the short and the regular VIM. And if you like the VIM logo, these are for you because full transparency. These are redback socks. And I see you have another brand here. There are other brands that use redback, and
Correct.
they say redback right.
Bam, get that right
That's those are the ones I have today.
These are some Matcos. Those are some
Stream
Streamlights.
lights.
The reason all these companies are putting their names on redbacks is because these socks are the bee's knees, for lack of a better word. They are great. They work. I've said it multiple times. If you like the VIM logo, you choose the VIM one. That's more of a preference at that point. Any redback sock, and you find them on most tool trucks, I recommend you get yourself a pair. They are amazing.
Very comfortable.
I mean, my drawer's full of different brands because I love the socks.
Yeah, you might laugh that I said they keep me warm in the winter and
Cold in the summer.
cold in the summer, but they're moisture wicking. My feet do not sweat in these. They're very.
That's the thing.
Don't have
I'm
any
so
issues.
particular about my feet and how
Yes.
they sweat. And these, I put them on, and I mean, I'm a big guy, so physical activity, I'm gonna be sweating. So I was playing. What was I playing? I was
I
playing
never
pickleball
noticed.
or tennis or something. And
Pickleball.
I think it was pickleball. And I took my shoes off because I noticed my feet weren't sweating. And I'm not sliding around in my shoes. And I look at them, and these things were white because of how much sweat they absorb.
Nice.
It is crazy. Now, the downfall of that, they're a pain to dry. They are a pain to
Dude,
dry.
I got to
Little
dry them
bit.
twice. I got to
But-
throw them in the dryer twice.
They feel so good on my feet that I'm willing to do that. I dumped all my socks out. That's all I use now. Because I don't care if I have to dry them twice. I love these freaking socks. And we also have a camo version, which I see, which is actually
Unfortunately,
cool.
that one is sold out at the moment.
So
I am out of stock
they
on
sell
that.
well, don't they?
They have sold out. I ordered a
haven't
pair,
seen
and
them.
they did not stay on the truck very
Those
long
are the
at all.
ones I haven't seen in any other brand, the camo ones. They're a
Camo.
little,
No, that's an unusual one. Nobody has that.
they're
camo.
bright, they're loud, they're in your face, but apparently people like it because they sell out the quickest. The part number for that is Camo SK, I believe, or Camo CSK.
Well, you know, I do have a picture of it.
Ooh.
If you want to look at a picture,
There you go. Those are the 3 available, and you have the part numbers there too.
I do have part numbers there.
There
too.
you go. Those are
And
the part
that's how
numbers.
much I have for on sale right now. If you call me at 352-999-3055.
There you go. You heard it
USA
here
Tools
first.
is at your service.
He's got them available. That's the biggest thing, having the stuff.
Yeah, that's the name of the game. Where tool trucks, you need options, you need inventory.
We have it,
There you go.
and
Well-
we can get it.
There you go. That's the best thing. He can get whatever he doesn't have.
Well, we don't want to take up too much of your time. I think that was 30 minutes, right? So,
Wow, we've
Sean,
we've wasted 30 minutes of your day.
I
I'm
know.
sorry,
That's
but thank you.
There's no way. It's not a
Sean,
waste.
thank you so much.
No,
for letting
thank you
us
very
know.
much.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank
It was
you.
good
Thank
to
you
see
very
again.
much.
We'll see you.
It's
soon,
always
I'm
a pleasure.
sure.
Absolutely.
All right,
Yeah.
brother.
All right,
Always
guys.
look forward to you guys
Thanks for
coming
tuning
aboard.
in. We'll see you next week.